Hello, good evening, and welcome. I'm Professor McCoy. Welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. It's been a little while. I just got home this weekend. We went out for vacation for Michael's birthday. Little guy is 3, a fairly regular on the stream. He was here as a brief visitor by random happenstance last week and has been before as well. First time he showed up on here was when we finished Red Dead Redemption 2, I think. Ending stream for that one. Came and hung out with me for a little while as I was reminiscing about the wonderful game. Anyway, he's 3 now, 3 years old as of this weekend. So anyway, we had a fun time, had a good time. But I'm back, and we're back to some delightful and also perhaps frustrating companion missions from Andromeda. Now I will say, this is absolutely one of the story and gameplay aspects of this game that I'm really glad that they did carry through. They continued. Oh, excuse me. Just because they didn't in Mass Effect 3. And so I think pretty clearly, I don't think they had to in this one. So let's actually go talk to Liam. Because as you can tell from the thumbnail, his is the one for tonight. Presumably. At least I believe it is. Unless it turns out that there's another thing that we have to do first, in which case we'll do that first. Catch up to do Liam's loyalty mission. Now, unfortunately, I will say that this game's implementation of the companion loyalty missions is much shallower than... Oh, he's not here. That's weird. It's much shallower than it was in, say, Mass Effect 2, because your choices are significantly limited when it comes to how you can help and whether you help your squad mates. It's more or less go and do this thing for the squad mate. And if you do, great. If you don't, then no loyalty. There's no kicking them out. There's no them leaving. There's no chance of losing them, of them dying, or whatever. Nothing like that. Or even a chance to not gain their loyalty, like with, for example, the Zaid from Mass Effect 2. I think this is actually for all of them that you can fail to gain their loyalty. But Zaid really sticks out in my mind. If you decide to save the people in the burning factory, if you recall, rather than help him get his revenge, if you don't have a high enough Paragon, just Paragon in that case, then he won't be loyal to you. And then he can die in the ending mission, and he doesn't get his unlocked abilities and stuff.
Strange last time we talked. You're the first person I told about all that. It, felt really good.
Anything I can do for my team, Liam.
Stuff like that goes above and beyond Pathfinder. At least I hope so. Anyway, made me think we should do more just out and about. Off-ship. Like the market on Aya. I've got some contacts and some things I'd like your eyes on. But mostly, it's a day out. Something familiar. Turns out I need that.
Okay, so I gotta do more just, like, fooling around stuff before I actually... Because I haven't been talking to my companions nearly enough, is what I'm gathering from this. I gotta do more of that kind of stuff before I actually do his mission proper. Let's do that. Let's talk... Wait, let's see what else. Gotta talk to the Moshai when I'm there, because that'll also lead to Jaal's loyalty mission, which maybe we'll do that one, because that one's honestly much, much better. Maybe we can do Drax this week. I might hold off on PB's. That one. Because she just lost Pac, her ex, her Asari ex, who was just so extra, stole her remnant bot. So that's annoying. But we gotta go track that down next time. Anything in here? No. Next, or maybe next time. We'll see. We'll see if it takes us long enough.
Now orbiting Kadara.
Yeah, there's tons more to do in Kadara, so we'll have to go back to there eventually. But So, for right now, Aya it is. We haven't been back to Aya in a while. There's plenty of stuff to do here as well. Things to pick up, things to do. And then I don't want to make a liar out of my thumbnail, and therefore myself. So I do definitely want to get to at least Liam's mission tonight. We'll see how it goes. Time permitting, maybe we'll do Drax too. Time permitting, maybe we'll even do Jaws. Drac is an example of a wow, everything is going crazy kind of a mission that's actually done very well. Whereas Liam's is an example of an wow, everything's going crazy kind of a mission that really just makes me want to shoot him. Or, as the thumbnail indicates, toss him out an airlock. But no, you can kind of tell him off about it and say, "Hey, that was stupid. Don't do it again." But that's like the worst it gets. Or you can say, "No, that was really fun. I'm glad you're taking the initiative and doing some stuff." No, there's no "get the hell off my ship, you're fired." Which realistically, if this were anything even remotely approaching a military operation, the reasonable response would be, "Get the heck off my ship, you're fired." We'll see. We'll see when it comes to that.
Honor to meet you, Pathfinder. Initiative Pilot Marixus. I run supplies to your outposts.
What brings you to Aya?
There's survival supplies only Aya has. I'm waiting on clearance to enter the city, but it's taking too long. I understand their caution, but the outposts need these supplies. I have to get them, now.
They let me into the city? I can help.
See what I can pick up.
I appreciate that. To start, EOS needs a way to produce food to support population growth. They've requested quinoa seeds to begin their own crops. There's an agricultural scientist who might sell some.
I'll make sure to get those seeds.
Settlers on Kadara are suffering from a bacterial infection. They need Angaran antibiotics to fight it. A medic in the city should be able to help.
Got it. They'll have that medicine in no time.
Eladin's water purifier can't keep up with demand. They're requesting one of those Angaran ionic filters. There are engineers who work on the aqueducts here. I'll bet they have what we need.
All right.
On it. One filter coming up.
Volt's power grid is lagging without proper solar input. A solar amplifier would give them a boost. The solar technicians here may have the required parts.
I'll see what I can find.
That's a lot at once. We'll do all of these. We will do all of these. Anything over here? Yeah, what's this? Turn to Mariko. Let's do that. Let's do everything here pretty briefly. While we're here.
You're always a welcome sight, Pathfinder. Still no word from our search vessel. How goes your hunt for the missing satellites?
Your people caught scavengers from Kadara port stealing them. There was a fight. Your ship lost.
I sent them out.
Way too
And
close to
risked
this.
your life, too. The scavengers. Angaran? Have our deserters preyed upon us again?
Unfortunately, no.
The criminals were my people. Exiles. They ripped your satellites into scrap. I brought what's left.
The initiative is supposed to explore, not steal and kill. Why would your people steal something that protects us all? Murder those who are only trying to help.
These were a few bad people. There are thousands of good ones out there.
How can we tell the difference?
That's not a good way of putting that.
Maybe the others are right. What if you are no better than the Ket?
These scavengers abandoned the initiative, just like your deserters left you.
And we hate them too. Keep what your people stole and go. I can't talk to you anymore.
That's not good.
Sorry to hear things went south with that Angaran astronomer rider. Found a silver lining, though. The scrap satellites are gonna come in extra handy.
Great. I'm leaving.
Not as handy as what we could have had, but I'll take it.
Gonna hack into their computer. I mean, it's something, I guess. Unfortunate. You know, not gonna lie. That's starting off on an even worse foot. Yeah.
You work on the solar panels? Do you have an amplifier for solar energy?
Nothing as big as these, but I have a smaller one on hand. Do you need it?
Yeah. It cost a fair bit. Alleluia. And then embassy. Oh, right. We've got to check out our embassy because we have an embassy now. Nice. The initiative does, not the exiles.
Weird question. You don't have any Kiloa seeds, do you?
Yes, I do. Need some?
Yes, I do. All right, then. You know, when I first did this quest, I was a bit apprehensive that each one of these things would basically lead to a long fetch quest series. But no, it all turned out well.
I trust our people had a smooth transition to Aya.
The Angara have been gracious. Everything's going well.
Good.
Hi, Director.
Keep me updated. 10 out.
I've never lied to a director before. Pathfinder, it's a pleasure. I'm Ambassador Riala, Chief Diplomat for the Initiative on Aya. I was removed from Cryo specifically for this. Quite the wake-up call.
I know what it's like, jumping out of the cryopod and into the fire.
You've had it far worse. My condolences on your loss.
Everybody says
I hear
that.
you're to thank for our new ties with Aya. This is our best shot at an alliance. Now we just need to keep our people from wrecking it, no matter how hard they try.
If something's wrong, I need to know.
Maybe you can help me fix it. A Solarian botanist named Sorvis Len is here, learning how to improve our crops. He sent an urgent comm, saying a member of the Angaran resistance had threatened him.
What happened?
I'm not sure. Sorvis is an excellent scientist, but not the best communicator.
Well, he's a Solarian,
I'm concerned
so.
this could escalate if someone doesn't look into it, but I don't have the staff to spare.
Sure.
I can go settle things. I'm a friendly face for both sides.
That would be helpful. With any luck, we can prevent this from getting worse.
Aside from Sorvis Len, is everything okay? Need anything else?
Actually, yes. Director Tan gave me a project. He wants more Aya natives to live on the Nexus. He thinks it will deepen our partnership. A few Angara expressed interest, but none of them will agree to live on the Nexus without speaking to you first.
Oh, joy.
Why me?
After what you've accomplished? I didn't want to bother you, but you asked. I'll point you towards the candidates. If you could convince them to transfer, I'd be grateful.
Yeah, so I am the singular face
all
of
for
the
now.
Andromeda Initiative.
I'm
Wonderful.
here if you need anything.
All right. Herul. Go back down there. And then we can find the Solarian who's causing trouble, or having trouble caused to him. But honestly, let's
You're
be
one of
honest, it's
Ambassador
probably causing
Riala's
trouble.
candidates to live on the Nexus.
I am. Glad you finally showed up. Let's get down to it. I've lived my whole life wanting to meet aliens who didn't want me dead. But my family's here. How can I stay in touch with them from the Nexus?
You can send messages, talk to them on the comm. We'll even arrange a visit.
You get it. All right. I'm in.
I think I did that the smart way. Like, I know how Angara think, kind of. I mean, they're still pretty alien, but relatively speaking. They're not hyper technological, and they don't jump to technology as a solution to everything. They're willing to use technology. It's not like they're not like Mennonites or something, but they are. The closeness of their communities takes precedence, and in a situation where you are, a few star systems away, many a parsec between here and there, to any of your family members, we need to be able to set up options, A Zoom call isn't for everybody, as we've all learned, I'm sure.
Do you work on water filtration here?
I designed the system for it.
Oh.
Can you sell me an ionic
Convenient.
filter? My people need it on Eladin.
If they're tough enough for Eladin, they deserve help. Here.
They're still gonna sell it, but just gonna give it to me. Or to them, I suppose. Got Chant with Liam, Moshai. So over with Len, Yarolt, Vela, Lieta, and a medic about antibiotics. There's a ton of stuff to do here. It's been a little while since I've been to Aya, I suppose. Hey, Liam. At the
Good to
bar.
be back here, ready to hit those scans.
What am I looking for?
Moran called out supplies that may have useful properties for our tech. Just need to get Sam's eye on them. Take a stroll. Enjoy the market. Nav sent.
I don't trust this. You're up to something, Liam. He is so up to something.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Not today, Nexus.
Liam?
God damn it.
What's going on?
Nothing to worry about. Just come grab a table with me.
Yeah, I was right. He's up to something. Something that's going to harm diplomatic relations, you bastard. Dude, come on, man. What are you doing?
Pathfinder, you're good here. We'll worry about the data another time.
Liam, what's going on?
I, figured we should head up somewhere nice and open. You were being cased.
Are you getting me in trouble? What was this about?
Yeah.
We're not in trouble exactly, but I don't blame them for being angry. I wanted to get data that would help yields at our outposts. Moran told me what to scan, but I called it off. I still owe her, but it's better than pissing off some gouging hardliner. Sorry I didn't clue you in. It's a security thing. Food is security.
Was this an attempt to copy their methods? Steal secrets?
We're not competing companies. It's about learning to live here. Remember my Tempest freakout? I tried proper channels. Got blocked by the Angara and the Nexus. There's only so much Jar can tell us, so I did what we do back in Crisis Response. Bend the rules.
Dude, okay, so, first of all, there's nothing intrinsically wrong with copying technology. You're copying an idea from somebody else. You're not in any way harming them or anything like that. You're not taking anything. It's not stealing, yada, yada, yada. The whole IP is BS line of reasoning. You've heard me say countless times. However, doing something like this to somebody else's stuff that have like, I at least assume here and under the circumstance, specifically told you, hey, don't do that, is first of all trespass, just criminally speaking. But then also it's a violation of trust, which is not something that we can afford to do with potential allies like the Angara. This is Liam jumping immediately to try and find a solution when actually solving the problem requires, or should require, at least a tiny bit of patience. The problem is he has absolutely no patience.
Liam, I deserve better than having this sprung on me mid-market.
You're right, of course, you're right. And the Angara are right too. The last people who showed up out of the blue were the Ket, the ultimate users. I don't want us getting lumped in with them, and I really, really don't want to ruin the market. Street food and shooting the shit with you feels normal. About time something did.
Why would... He is so quick to acknowledge fault, it's almost disarming, but... Because then you can't yell at him for it, because he's yelling at himself for it. But, man, dude, it's still bad. It's still bad. You still jump the gun too quick, and then you acknowledge that it's a problem that you're doing it.
Let's not push our luck.
Fine.
We'll
whatever.
save the market for another day.
Good idea, Pathfinder. We've enough trouble, and probably more coming.
This is a tiny little indicator of what is to come. Of the more trouble that he's going to cause for more than just me.
I can't work under these conditions. What does it take to be left alone?
Ambassador Riala sent me to check on you. You reported that someone in the Resistance threatened you. Tell me exactly what happened.
I didn't know Riala was sending the Pathfinder. I deserve no less, of course.
Oh my god.
I was measuring the photonic
I just want to
dispersal
walk
from
away.
the canopies when some random brute interrupted me. I asked him to move, and he got nasty. Said it was my fault his friend was dead. Ridiculous.
Do you know what he meant by that?
He ranted nonsense about a vessel and selling slots to outsiders. He got right up in my face and compared me to a Ket. He wanted to kill me. I could see it in his eyes. The whole conversation made no sense. I think he was inebriated.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but dial it down. We're guests here.
Exactly. We shouldn't have to put up with this. When he left, I
What?
tagged him with infrared dye from my sample kit. Invisible to the naked eye, but not to a scanner.
I'll scan people around the Resistance headquarters. See if I find him.
You
You're
paintballed
supposed to
him?
represent our interests on Aya. Go, represent. I have work to do.
A guy yells at you for being an a-hole, and you paintball him. I'm surprised he didn't kill you, honestly. Oh my god. Stop being like this.
Pathfinder, Ambassador Riala didn't think you'd have time for me.
She said you needed to talk before agreeing to live on the Nexus.
This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm an anthropologist, but I've only ever studied my own people. I've heard the Nexus is home to multiple species and cultures. It will be fascinating and possibly dangerous. Bacteria, viruses, other contaminants. My family worries about me. Are you sure I'll be safe?
I mean, yes, we are very careful with all of those sorts of things on the Nexus. I don't want to feed into her hypochondria, so yeah, let's go for it.
They
Let's
wouldn't let me
try
on
it.
Aya if I was a walking petri dish, would they?
You aren't taking this seriously enough to satisfy my family.
Damn it, really?
I can't go without their blessing. I'm sorry.
Okay, never mind. How's PB doing over here?
I love seeing our Milky Way peeps mingling with the Angara. It's early in our interspecies relationship, but I hope we can build on the momentum.
Any one of a million things could happen, and whoops, the neighbors hate us.
So, don't go joyriding with the Nomad, huh? Obey the street signs?
Yes, that sort of thing.
You're doing a great job, really.
Among
Keep up
many,
the good work.
many other things. But yeah, that sort of thing.
Did you look at the internal structure?
All right, let's see.
Pavara, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter.
You said the helmet was touched by the Scourge. What does that mean?
I forget your people weren't around for that. When the Scourge appeared, it targeted remnant ships, broke down their technology. With the drive cores disabled...
The ship's crashed.
But that may not be all. The Scourge leaves a mark on whatever it touches. If it touched this helmet, perhaps the pilot was the target. There may be remnant tech inside the helmet.
Or in the pilot.
Storms. I hadn't even thought of that.
Interesting.
Any insight you can give me on the remnant tech?
We don't know much. To our understanding, it's always been here. Stars. I would love to be the one to solve that mystery.
You seem young for a curator is a weird cultural assumption.
I'll come back when I have something.
That I don't think
Stars guide your
would
travels.
make.
Hello, Pathfinder. Any good news for me?
I picked this up. Any idea what it might be?
How in the skies did you find an Angaran star map? One that still works, even. It must be pre-Scourge. If we analyze it, we can learn where our people traveled before the Dark Age.
Do you know much about where your ancestors traveled?
No, not at all. The Scourge wiped out nearly everything. We're only just beginning to travel again.
Could they have made it to another galaxy, like us?
It's possible. For all we know, there are entire Angaran worlds beyond our reach.
Sequel bait.
Is this Angaran? I found it on one of your homeworlds.
Son above. It's an ancient Ravan. A musical instrument. It uses Angara's body energy to produce music. We have them now, but nothing this beautiful. The songs it played were probably lost long ago. How much culture have we forgotten? Art, music, stories, it's all gone.
That's really cool. Because it makes me think that it's basically a biological electric guitar.
I can't imagine losing everything that way.
You left your culture behind. This isn't much different. In
Little
any
bit.
case, relics like this help us.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
Nice. Find an artifact on Vold. Gotta go talk to the Moshai, who is down here.
If that should have come to me.
Uxul, I'm all right.
You almost died. What's he doing here?
Relax. I was invited.
So it's true. Aya has opened its doors to outsiders.
Uxul, Ryder rescued me from the Ket. He risked his life to...
Sloane Kelly saved Kadara. Look how that went.
I don't condone what happened on Kadara, but one bad experience doesn't define an entire species.
Or like
Your client
6
has a
species.
history of treating each other unfairly. Just ask the Krogan.
How did you...
I've been watching you. You're invaders just like the Ket, except less cautious.
What does that mean?
5,
You'll
not
know
6.
soon enough. Do not trust them, Chauvin.
Well, actually, there's one Batarian, at least.
He didn't used to be like this. He was curious, brilliant. But the Ket, even without exaltation, they change us.
There's still time to bring him around.
I want to believe that, but his hatred towards aliens...
I'll prove we can be trusted.
I hope so.
Ryder, we just received an emergency recording from EOS. Come to the meeting room when you get back to the Tempest.
EOS, huh? Interesting. Buy those antibiotics. Wait, what's this? Begin dictation. After years of staring at these vault plans, so much of it remains a mystery. Not that we haven't tried. Still, after what happened, maybe it's time. Maybe it's best to leave the vault alone now. We spent so long on Aya, striving to learn whatever we can about the Remnant and their amazing constructs. I see our future in these Remnant plans. Call it intuition, scientific intuition if you will, but I've marked it down here for posterity. We'll see what unfolds. Ooh, I have all the plans. Huh. Mapped the thing. Wow. Okay, this way. You go to the Resistance HQ, which is around here somewhere. it's through there. All right. Back to that.
Sam, what's this?
A decontamination console for visitors to the med center. Touch the start pad to use it.
All right, then.
My people on Kadara are fighting a bacterial infection. Do you have antibiotics?
Of course. Will this do?
Okay. There's Lieta. Where's Lieta? Oh, she's over here. Okay.
You're not supposed to be here.
Rorik sent me to find you. He wanted me to give you this cryo bracelet.
Rorik? I don't want it. Take it away. I want nothing to do with Rorik. With any of you.
You've been through a lot, haven't you?
You wouldn't want to hear about it.
Try me.
I was dumped by scavengers. Outsiders who left me for dead. I thought I could come to Aya and feel safe with my people. Forget what happened. And now you're here. Seems like no matter where I go, I can't escape outsiders. All of you need to just go away and leave me alone.
You were jumped by scavengers?
On Eladon. They said they had salvage to sell. I was stupid enough to follow them. Once we were alone, they attacked. Left me for dead. Took my ship and flew off-world.
How did you get back?
I walked 3 hours on the dunes with a few broken ribs. Rode back to Kadara with another salvager.
You can't lose faith. Some of those outsiders care about you.
Like who?
Rorik, for one. He sent me to find you, didn't he?
You went to a lot of trouble for someone you didn't know. Why?
Lots of us are trying to bring some good to Helios. Like Rorik. Like me.
Rorik. I should have known he'd be worried about me. Can I see that bracelet again? He actually made it.
He said you can use it to visit him again.
It'll take me some time, but I think I can do that. I know Rorik. He'd blame himself if he knew what happened. It would be better if he didn't know the truth. It's your choice, but think about it.
I do have to go tell him something. It's not a quest, though. I could just talk to him, I suppose.
I detect the infrared dye Sorvis Len used to mark the person who threatened him.
That's our man.
I know why you're here. The botanist. You want an apology for what I said to him.
I only have one side of the story. Tell me yours.
It's hard to explain.
Try me.
Aya isn't big enough to give everyone a home. We each live here a short time and then move on. For someone to come, another must go. The exchanges are chosen at random. We call this arrangement the Vassal. Time of change. It worked well. Until now.
The Vassal never accounted for outsiders living on Aya.
There's only so much room. When our leaders agreed to make a place for your people here, it came with a cost. My friend won a place on Aya, but he sold that slot so one of you could stay here instead.
Sold it how? What did he get?
Comforts for his family, resources to improve their home on Haval. He always put others before himself. That's how he died, fighting Ket on Vold. When I found out, I was angry. Said things to your botanist I shouldn't have, but I'd never hurt your people.
He thinks you want him dead. Tell him what you just told me, and let's move on.
Thought I was clear the first time. Maybe his translator malfunctioned.
I'll talk to our ambassador. See if we can minimize our impact on your Vassal.
We don't expect things to be easy. Only that you understand, nothing is free for us.
I think it's free for anyone. There's such a thing as a free lunch, as they say in economics. There are only trade-offs. Yeah. Yeah, there are only trade-offs, and I have to say, inviting outsiders to live on their homeworld, or their capital world, not their homeworld, especially given such limited space, doesn't honestly seem like that good of a trade-off. That said, there might be something to be said for, I don't know, us Milky Way people helping with the vaults, with RevTech, maybe helping to develop their capability of making more of Aya habitable. Because it seems like there's one particular and very small little oasis here that is all that's livable on Aya. If we could expand that out, if we can help expand that out and make more of Aya habitable, that could make a huge difference.
Any news on what happened to Sorvis Len?
He's an idiot.
Do you know about the Vassal? The Angaran lottery that decides who gets to live on Aya?
I've heard of it. Why?
Angara are selling their slots to come here, so our people can stay in their place. Including a member of the Angaran resistance. He was killed on Vold. Wouldn't have happened if he'd been here.
No one told me of this arrangement. Well, we have to do something.
I mean, we could pay for the spots. That might... I assumed we were. Yeah, I mean, people living on the Nexus. Let's do a cultural exchange program. Why not?
We could let Angara who give up their slots live on the Nexus. It's safer than Vold.
Exactly what I was thinking. No one should suffer on our behalf. Thank you, Pathfinder. I'll forward your proposal to Director 10 immediately.
If they want to, like if they give up their spot, right? But if they just, so yeah, this would only qualify for Angara who are slated to come to Aya who choose not to, which is basically what they're doing as far as selling the slots, except they're just like taking a payout from the government of Aya, I assume, instead of coming here. And so basically, I mean, it works out in the same way. Works out the same way, except instead of a payment, they get a spot on the Nexus, which, I mean, presumably they could probably get a payment anyway, instead, if they still chose to do that, which is a fairly good, is a perfectly viable strategy.
What's our end goal for Aya?
A strong alliance is all we can ask for. It's what we're working toward. Helios is the Angara's home. They dictate the terms of this partnership, not us. We need them as allies, and they could benefit from us, but we have to tread lightly.
Show them we're not invaders.
Historically, when two civilizations meet, one consumes or destroys the other. We need to break that cycle.
That's all for now.
I mean, there is also...
if you need anything.
There's also obviously the possibility of integration, which has happened plenty as well. There have been plenty of cases of cultural integration, particularly, and also political integration for that matter. Though, to be fair, less common than one consuming the other, I suppose.
I found Kiloa seeds for Eos. Is this enough?
Here you go.
It's perfect. I'll make sure Eos gets them.
Here, I have the antibiotics for Kadara. Will the settlers be okay?
Once they have these, they'll be fine. I'll make sure they know who to thank.
Here, I found the solar amplifier for Vold.
They'll be happy to see this. No more power outages. Thank you, Pathfinder.
I managed to find an ionic filter for Eladin. Make sure they get it.
I'll get this delivered right away. They'll be relieved to have enough water.
They're going a lot of places in that little shuttle. That's actually a kind of a strange thing. One of the things that I think differentiates the space travel in science fiction, in different science fiction settings, is the most common mode of interstellar trade and transport, and especially size. Mass Effect tends to have fairly large, but not but smaller than military vessel size transports. In this case, it's even smaller still. They are personal shuttlecraft size in Andromeda. So typically, your transport ship has a smallish crew, but it has a crew. In something like Star Trek, you have a big transport ship that has a fairly large crew. Even their starships, even their military or exploratory starships, have a massive crew. But they tend to have a fairly big crew, and they travel a bunch they move a bunch of cargo at a time from place to place. At least this is at least in the context of Enterprise before you know, replicators were as common. But then you have things like Star Wars, which is a weird mix. Star Wars has this idea of the space trucker, the one maybe two crew of a transport ship, carrying a relatively small amount of cargo from point A to point B. Not a whole leg of travel, but taking cargo from point A to point B in the tens of tons kind of range, not the megaton range that you would expect from larger ships. In more recent media and in some of the EU materials, you had massive transport ships that can like carry moon-size blocks of cargo. Um, but that'd be basically the equivalent of like Earth container ships. But the space trucker thematic motif is a really cool thing that is among in sci-fi really not it's not unique to Star Wars, but Star Wars has it more prominently, mostly because of Han Solo, than most sci-fi franchises. They mostly because it isn't particularly practical unless space is treated as small, unless space travel is as mundane as traveling on a road in our present day. Because again, if you really think about it, Star Wars is incredibly advanced in terms of its interstellar civilization, and it's no surprise given that there is a 25,000 year recorded history of regular interstellar spaceflight. So that's
Ambassador
radically
Reala
different
said you're
from,
thinking of moving to the
say,
Nexus.
Mass Effect.
Pathfinder. I'm honored even to be considered for the transfer, but I won't be happy as just an observer. I need to work. I engineer power systems. Will I be allowed employment alongside your people?
I'm really hesitant to take the emotional answer here instead of the logical one, because I might just throw him off. I mean, it depends how flippantly Scott responds, doesn't it? Like, I don't want him to just give a throwaway stupid answer, but I do want to like be encouraging about it. Yeah, let's go for it.
That's the whole point of this exchange. The Nexus needs people like you.
See, that was so much better.
That's all I needed to hear. I'll have your ambassador.
That was so much better. That was a really good way of stating that. All right, excellent. Okay. All right, that was way better than the last one. The last one, that was really a flippant way of saying it. It was like, what was it? It was something like, well, they wouldn't let me on IA if I was a walking petri dish, would they? Hardy har. But yeah, that's not particularly encouraging to anybody. I want to try and get some other. What's this? Shield feedback. That's not bad. Use all recharge rates for currently recharging power by 50% when attack power is activated. Nah, this is Shields. Better. How about combat? Barricade's pretty good. Omni Grenade's not bad. Ammo limit. Turbocharge is okay. Trip mine's okay. Flat cannons. Yeah. Hmm. I'm kind of where I want to be. But I should get combat skills so my profiles can upgrade, right? Wait. I'm not rank 6 kinetic. Oh. I'm not rank 6 in biotics. I guess I have to get Nova. There we go. Rank 6. Got it. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Okay. Let's get out of here. Moving along. Let's see if Liam has his mission to do. And if not, we'll see what else. Maybe we'll go back to the Nexus and check on Spender for Drac. Perhaps.
Liam asked if you could come by.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Yeah, from PB, huh? Okay, well, PB's mission is also going to trigger, but I also have a separate thumbnail for PB's. Didn't want to send this. Great, that's not a good way of starting up. I need your help with a thing, a big thing. Can't get into it in a message, and you're not going to like why, but I can explain. Come talk to me, Costa. Fine. Got a lead. I'm not going to acknowledge this yet. Beat me in the bar. Oh, in Kadarport. Yeah, I'll do that eventually. VidCon. Yeah, let's do Liam and then we'll do Drac. How about that? Alright, Liam. What's going on here?
Come on, I need...
Something I should know about?
Hey, I was just... How you doing? I'm... Great, just, I told you I screwed up, and I have. Remember Varand? I contacted the Angara? She's gone. The whole group is gone. Sudden. So, yeah, up for a rescue? Because if we don't, we could be next.
You seem pretty sure this is your fault, but I'm not hearing why.
Yeah, because I gave Varand Nexus data and nav points.
Why would you do that?
We need to know how to live here. I tried asking. I tried taking. No one would help outsiders. So I took initiative. Gave her data and tech so she could mod it. Varand was... She is a good risk. But if pirates interrogate her or barter her to the Ket, it's our heads.
Why didn't you alert everyone immediately?
If they have her info, they have our comms. The Nexus goes on alert, they'll know. Varand's people are tough. They'd have fought if they thought there was a chance. Something made them think there wasn't. I won't risk that. Bad enough I have to involve you. Like I said, I screwed up.
Well, first of all, good thing you involved me because I can actually help fix the damn problem. But...
This goes south? You're on the hook for it.
I know, and I'll fix it. I got a lead from a trader. A grainy visual. We find that system, we find our bad guys. I also asked Bradley for people to help intercept. I thought they might want to pitch in.
How are a bunch of settlers supposed to help?
That's what he said. We're on our own. I'll forward the visual to the bridge for when you want to start hunting.
You're concerned about information security, so you go and ask the mayor of a colony. Of just the mayor of one of our random colonies. Okay, yes, that's exactly what you should do. Hey, Mayor Bradley, I kind of screwed up, and pirates attacked an Angaran contact. Think you can help with that? What in the world makes you think I could help with that? This is insane. Already insane, and it gets insaner. Okay. Okay, let's go. Yay.
The heart of this system is a massive red giant, like Arcturus back home.
Far more remote, I'm afraid.
Okay. Let's do an explore first. It's a cool giant star, so to speak. Very cool. Calcium deposits. Cat landing parties. Okay. Any of these remotely habitable? I mean, this looks like it. This looks like water. Dense atmosphere efficiently traps surface's heat. Oh, surface temperature, though frigid by human standards, warm compared to most of the system's planets. Minus 82 Celsius. Yeah, that's not water. It looks like water.
Deploying probe. I found something.
Biomatter, huh? Mold growing deep beneath the surface. Building caverns that run up 6 kilometers long. Interesting. There's potential there. We can look into it. Should look into it. Nanodor. Yeah, red giants tend to be pretty cold by stellar standards. And unstable by stellar standards. Surface temperature varies wildly depending on local volcanic activity. Away from the lava streams, the rocky landscape can be frigid. Okay, never mind then. Oops. Okay.
Anomaly detected.
Size and dense metallic composition give it a surface gravity over 4 times that of Earth. A little bit much. Despite the dangers, mining efforts may be worthwhile. Okay, maybe. It's pretty cold, but unbelievably.
Tracking a huge mineral deposit.
Copper. Okay. Alright, might be worth it. 15 atmospheres of pressure. Might be a little much. L-core maybe, once they get here. Okay, let's go. Let's do this. Wait. Suggests the field is the product of repeated jettisoning of waste, not a single explosive event. Signal clutter, background planetary radiations, preventing accurate scans. Possible that one or more ships could remain undetected in this quagmire. Fine. Let's do it. Because this is a batshit crazy mission, let's take PB. Why not? Anyone else would have an aneurysm.
All right, we're set to go. Somewhere.
This is on me. I'll take care of it.
You sure about that?
Any sign of the pirates who took my contact?
There's too much background radiation. Could be anything hiding out there. All that debris in orbit.
That tracks. Heard they were scavengers. I'd hoped Bradley or some of our colonists would follow. Join in.
Why?
Still don't know why you'd try an outpost first. Why not a strike team?
Like I said, I gave Arand a lot of Nexus data. If the pirates got that, they'd know a team was coming.
We're a team.
I'm not risking the Tempest either. I say we play to their scavenger routes. With that debris. I'll explain in the airlock. We've wasted
You're getting in
enough
the
time.
airlock?
Let's hit
I'm
the go button,
thrilled.
shoot pirates, and save people. We've got this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm in. Let's do whatever this is.
Yeah, I thought you'd... Wait, what? I mean, yeah, hell yeah. We play this right, they'll deliver us just where we need to go. I have a plan.
Let's go for it. This is an unfathomably bad idea, but...
Come on. Hiding in derelict cargo to get scavenged. Sure, we don't know what we're up against. Neither do they. Trojan horse simple.
The Trojans didn't risk suffocating in space.
There's it.
Great. Anything else?
Whoa. This isn't right.
Liam, you said to expect pirates. This is a catch ship. A big one.
Change of plan? Okay, it's a catch ship. But scavenging isn't their MO.
Alarms, Liam.
Doesn't change why we're here. Find Varane and get out. Somehow.
Alarms, Liam.
I know!
Move it! That cargo was your pay!
Sam, that's...
The Angaran language, Pathfinder.
There's no breach, it's your shit sensors. What the? Tell Caleb we have stows, we have stows!
Definitely not kept running this thing.
Shut them down!
Sounds like we could get some monsters.
We could.
Nice.
Yeah, answers are good. I like answers, finally. Okay. There is an Angaran shuttle. Nope, those are initiative shuttles. Yeah, they have a couple of initiative shuttles here. Okay, great. What's this? Control room. It's all Ket.
Everything's under control. Just a simple weapon malfunction. How are you?
What is this? Get cameras on the bay. We'll figure it out! Stokes. This ship is property of Talonwing. Now you're property too, just like the rest. I don't...
Anyway, let's figure this out.
That wasn't going anywhere useful. Shoot pirates, rescue contact?
She's here. Somewhere.
So it's pirates, at least.
Think
Confirmed.
they salvaged this thing?
They're not kept. Sam, do you have us?
Not precisely, Pathfinder. Debris and radiation are still disrupting scans.
So where to?
Find Rand and fast. This way. Not that way. Start there. Let's go.
Really? Can't
Fight
duck to the
door
side?
they came in.
We're sure the captives are there?
Have to be somewhere. Think I've heard of this Calla and his wing. Supposed to be small time.
The ship says different.
Lucky find?
Heavy's ahead!
More incoming. That's gear from Varan's outpost. Got to be it. Head for the door.
We're in close quarters. I'm going for the Vanguard approach.
Door sealed. Override from the console? Come on! We have to find Varan!
We don't even know if this is the way.
Well, something has to go right. You take a risk for the right reason. It's supposed to work.
Dude. Dude.
Not helping, Liam.
I know. It's stupid. It's everything.
Save it. I need you to stop hoping things will work and stay on task.
You turn on each other.
We have a bad plan to rescue people, and we're doing it. Any questions?
Nope.
Good.
Options are 0, so.
I shot the console. Think he'll be mad?
What more could he do? Ah! Shit!
I really hate this plan, Liam.
Right now? Me too.
Thirded.
Hey, look.
Get on the junctions. Go.
Bradley. For some reason.
You folks need a hand?
Oogie! You have timing!
We would have come in sooner, but we didn't know how we could help. Settlers aren't soldiers, but a wreck of a ship with bad shielding? We've got engineers, son.
Oh my god.
Oh, power surge. This beast does not like being prodded.
It's the artificial gravity.
Shit.
Everything's shifting!
Liam, Pathfinder, are you okay?
Sideways,
We're here.
but yes.
But things have gone a little sideways.
Get to engineering and fix the graphs. I'll do it myself.
Sounds like we made your man angry. You take care of the fighting, Liam. Find Varan.
Oh,
Keep
jeez.
this barge stable.
Oh, hell yeah.
We've lost the map. Sam?
I'm having difficulty analyzing predictive measures. Walls are not floors.
Feel you.
How many clowns have they stuffed into this thing?
A ship like this would really bring in recruits.
Fight him forward. Report.
Head Foundation, Angaran patch job.
40% functional at best. Partially stripped.
Parted out, then dumped. A junker.
I mean, I could have actually taken that. Whatever. Okay.
Collapse behind us.
That was the exit. Now there's no exit.
Bright side, no one's sneaking up on us from behind.
Dead end past the door.
Well, yeah, right side, I suppose.
Bound to be another way, back above us.
That's pretty high.
Wait, there'll be a vent. We can blow it.
You knew that how?
Brand mentioned it. Believe I said she studies tech. Watch it, they're getting their footing.
I'm getting used to it too.
See how it's done? Sealed to me. No more excuses.
Shit!
We'll get the door. You fight.
The space is giving them trouble! Even ground for everyone.
Pathfinder, Grace is working on the lockdown.
Thank you for the chance. Let's get eyes on some data. Can you spot a control hub or console? In the room? Have your Sam push a scan of it to me.
Gotta be in what's supposed to be the floor, right?
Forwarding scan result.
Thought so. Khaled did a power reroute. Easy fix. Here's 2 access points to hit. I'll sync when you activate.
Well, go team.
Decommissioned junk. Okay. Decommissioned basically the whole thing.
Progress made. Next one.
Nope.
And there's how they salvage the ship.
He found a way to retrofit a derelict, and he's wasting it on raiding.
Some people waste their chances on stupid things.
I mean, it's a good ship to go raiding in. Again, shuttle protocols, kill record. Trade record. Trade canceled, trade canceled, trade canceled. Ship has to work. Okay, well, they didn't exactly get it working.
Looks good. Hold for unlock.
And we know a little about this Khaled.
Big chip on his shoulder. This ship definitely made him dangerous.
Seen his kind before. Small man, big gun.
I've accessed their security, such as it is. Door control? And cameras. Westy?
On it. Watch the monitors.
There's Varend. And... what the hell? They have humans locked up too?
Got your timing wrong, Liam. Khaled wasn't hitting the initiative soon.
He already did. Pathfinder, we have to end this.
Working on it.
Jeez. Okay.
Gravity shifting.
Oh, here we go.
Get off my ship.
Will he?
Still here. We'll find you a route to those captives.
Now we're upside down.
It's the cargo bay.
Oh.
Again?
Jeez.
What do you mean you can't see them?
Well, get ready everywhere!
There's nothing about this guy I like.
Pathfinder, that door up there, it was blocked before.
How about it, Bradley?
Negative. You'll have to scan for something manual.
He's... here somewhere. That it?
We move this.
That'll be handy.
Maybe we can reach the door.
How do I do
Let's
that?
find the controls.
There's where we need to go.
Move the crane, pop the door. Perfect.
Ooh. Okay.
Still good, Oogie? Slowing the pace for a moment.
Still on their cameras. Callet has filled the hall past that door.
And the captives?
Past them.
Let's do it.
Door and crane. Here they come.
Ah.
They're pushing harder!
Caleb's feeling the pressure. Keep it up. It's like fighting in a Topsy toy box.
Leave alliteration out of it. How many pirates does this guy have?
Big ship. Looks like an easy gig.
Really? What's the last one? Oh, there we go.
I think we got them all.
Okay. Let's go.
Getting the hang of all this, right?
I don't know about the whole upside down thing.
But it seals the one behind you.
We're not turning back anyway.
You know we're getting real lucky.
Look, some things you just have to count on. Skill, purpose, allies. We have them all in spades.
And if it goes wrong?
It already did. Still better than day one in Helios.
That's a really low bar, Liam. That is a low bar. If that is your bar that you are shooting for, again, I don't think this is. What's that? Particle infuser? It may have been misapplied by the scavengers, possibly while bored. I don't know why this object is here. What? Oh my gosh. Alright, let's go.
They're bunkered in the next room, Pathfinder. Sniper, maybe two, and I think cages?
Thanks for the lookout.
Blink!
Have to take out that sniper!
I think I got one. Are there more? Ooh. What else we got?
More pets, let's move!
There we go.
At least one more somewhere.
Where? Shoot me. Bring it. Bring it on. Done.
Doors open, Pathfinder.
Called it. This ship is a hell of a recruitment tool.
Selling it like it's a revolution. But it isn't.
Easy to believe when you're hungry. Man, I hate this guy. Is this ship 80% dogs? Come on!
Oh, hello. Okay, that didn't work at all.
That's them! Seal the boat, Ed!
Now's our chance! Take them!
There's our captives, kick it off!
We need to get in there to help them.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Oh, jeez. Whew.
Hit that interface, Pathfinder. I need to know what happened on the other side.
Oh my gosh.
Of that door.
I got the guy's armor from the inside. Of course. Electrical conduits. Not that I ever use those. The weapon mod, by the way. That's very handy. I actually took damage to my health for once.
Gravity shifts have tossed the place. Looks like Khaled will be late to market.
Hate people like...
Yeah. Wait, no. Let's take it.
Kim.
One at a time.
Okay, we switch. Get some ammo. Oops. Check what's over here. Locked, never mind. Let's check the console. Place is tossed to hell.
Anyone alive out there?
Yeah.
We're here. Your initiative? Where'd you come from?
Trading ship out of Kadara. Your Nexus?
Scott Ryder, Pathfinder from the Hyperion.
Holy shit! An arc showed?
You've been out of it for a while.
Liam, what are you doing here?
Didn't want you getting killed over what I told you.
I'll never give that up. Not that it matters. Khaled hasn't asked anything.
He dumped her in here.
He's not
same
after
as
information,
us.
I guess.
We're all just labor. Half the ship is our handiwork.
Really? That's it? Really? It's ridiculous.
Wait, Khaled captured you to fix this thing?
He wanted to ransom us, but this ship is draining him. It's a wreck.
Yep,
He had to go
I can
back
tell.
to scavenging just to keep it afloat. So he put us to work.
Found a project car, didn't count on maintenance.
Jesus.
We didn't realize these pirates had gone after Initiative.
It's a good analogy, actually.
He isn't picky. Everyone is keeping him down. Everyone is going to pay. The ship rolled up and we surrendered. Seemed smart at the time.
All right.
We had help getting this far, and we'll need more. Can you open this door?
I think Dace was working on those systems before all this happened.
Hang on. I've got the override, but we need power. Fault's on their side.
You get that? Turn on the power from your side.
On it. We'll get you out.
Okay.
Augie, did you get all that?
Curiata, can you get them a path?
Allow me.
Okay. Wait, there's loot over here. Silicon.
There's a problem. Dace says the override only pulls the lock.
Meaning?
It lets the door open under its own weight. But it's upside down.
So it's gravity held. You get that, Augie?
Oh boy.
I get you. Curiata, we've been fighting the shorts. Think you can roll with it? All right, Pathfinder. You have
Roll with it, you say.
power, override, and hang on.
Oh boy. This is gonna be horrible. Let's go! Flip!
Yes!
Ladies and gentlemen, your exit vehicle will be at the nearest airlock.
You old ham.
Grace will evac, but we can't have Khaled chasing us.
Where is he?
Engine control. Past where they held the captives.
Right.
Okay.
Final stretch to put a stop to Callum. After all this, I just have one thing to say. Proud of all our people, Pathfinder. Let's do this.
This is not the time for speeches, Liam. Unless that speech is profuse and profound apologies.
Down and burn you where you live. My
Shut up!
Talonwood will never let you sleep.
What's he complaining about? Put him right side up, didn't we?
Oh, God. Yeah.
Inducted coolant systems? Override.
Whoa!
I might be turning around on this plan, Liam.
Me too.
Might. Might. Not am. Might. Okay.
Set coordinates for EOS. What do you mean it's not responding?
I mean, okay. Capturing a cat ship is actually a very good idea.
Yes, even that. I don't care if it's easy.
Yeah, capturing a cat ship is actually a pretty good idea.
We're all in. Just like the initiative.
But we really do need, if we're ever gonna think about doing something like capturing a cat ship, that's not good. We need it to be done by somebody who has the resources to actually keep the ship floating, and it's not just some pirate guy.
Fill it with shooters, and I'm still disrespected. Fine. Fine!
It doesn't have to go down like this.
Yeah, it probably does.
No one is taking anything from me ever again, Pathfinder. I'll kill you myself.
Why are we doing this?
Khaled's got a pet.
And the shield pulling straight from the drive core. Hold on, we'll try to hack it. Found a weakness. Hit the mark console. We'll hack the shield one port at a time. Make it happen,
that's
Pathfinder.
Yo, hack his shield. Let's get the console.
I found that fiend like I found this ship. Like I'll have you. No, that fiend was mine. It's all mine! Reinforcements! Now! Your weapons are nothing. You can't touch me.
I don't really need weapons for this, honestly. I mean, they help, but...
This ship makes me invincible.
Progress, but Cal is still getting power. Where to?
Hold on in there. We're looking for another weak spot.
Don't take long. Got it. Liam, do you see? Second console. Pathfinder, let's shut him down.
Send on. Send it all.
This is... I will say, this is a good boss fight.
Let's hit that console, Pathfinder. You heard them.
Empty the stores. Throw everything at them. Pathetic Pathfinder. Just lay down and die.
Oh.
Stop fighting. You're nothing.
No. Stop fighting.
Okay, June. Make your people what I was. Nothing. Okay, June.
Drive core. Redirect. That's his shield. Khaled's shield is down.
Go get him, Pathfinder.
Everyone to engineering. Everyone! No, no! Everyone! Kill them!
That's it for his guys. He's on his own.
Where'd he go? Oh, he's unarmored. Oh, this poor guy.
No, no! Everyone!
That's him done. The fool.
Standing
Oh,
by
poor
for you,
guy.
Pathfinder. Hit the airlock when you're ready.
I almost feel sorry for him.
Don't take too
How
long.
quick
I
he
don't
went
like
down there.
the look of those reactors.
Like everything else, pushed too far.
That is, I will say, that is the kind of the problem with Mass Effect's combat, and it's been a problem going all the way back to Mass Effect 1. Is that particularly large, like big boss battles, always wind up being either unnecessarily difficult because you have a giant monster baddie that you can't really do much to, or because, you know, you're an infantryman on foot, you're not going to be able to do too much to big monster baddies. Or the alternative is that you can immediately just absolutely eviscerate the big bad evil guy because he's a bad guy on foot, and you're extremely powerful.
Let's get you back to the Tempest.
And that's especially because most of the powers in Mass Effect are crowd control based. You know, like, you know, singularity and throw and pull and all these things. Especially the biotic powers, but not even only the biotic powers. Even things like cryo beam or cryo blast in the old versions. They freeze them. They freeze somebody in place, or they slow their movement or whatever. And if that doesn't affect the big bad evil guy, then a lot of your powers become immediately pointless. And that became a big problem. Because, like, the fight against Saren at the end of Mass Effect 3, like, the Reaper-controlled version of Saren, was either basically impossible, because you can't hit him with your guns if you're a soldier, or you're an adept, and you can just lift him or singularity him, and he just sort of floats there as you just shoot the living hell out of him. That's it. Those are the only options. There's no middle ground there.
Something fascinating in the nothing left here, I guess?
Okay, listen. I'm talking to the audience.
Don't tell me a stock shuttle can maglock like that. I saw.
Don't spread it around. There you are. Safe and sound?
All good, Augie.
We got everyone out just in time.
Not exactly all good,
The
but
inside
okay.
of that boat is 6 kinds of irradiated now. Hold on. Someone wants to say goodbye.
Thank you, Liam. I didn't expect whatever that was.
You gave them plenty of trouble on your own.
Maybe the Nexus can send out a salvage team now.
But it's good to know your friends will come. And their friends.
I mean, probably not, but there's hope, I suppose.
We'll get people where they need to go. Most want to come to Prodromos. Varan says we might get some Angara. That's good news.
No detours. We went through a lot to keep everyone in one piece.
I hear that, Pathfinder. Liam, next time, let's just do cards. I'm too old for this
Please.
shit.
Please,
I'll believe that
Liam.
when you do.
Okay. I'm going to be as angry at him as I possibly can here. And it's still going to be not that bad.
Worked out. Everything just so. Before you start, I want you to know, I'm sorry. I mean, this was a mess. Even though we won, it wasn't by much. It was all worth it. You showed Varan that Pathfinder can stand for everyone. But I need to be smarter about taking risks. So, you're right. Sorry. Okay. Go ahead.
Okay, there's one way that you can read this in a reasonable way, and it's that his self-criticism takes the wind out of Ryder's sails as commanding officer, and that's an amateur move as commanding officer, but Ryder is an amateurish commanding officer, so maybe fine. Otherwise, this would absolutely get him relegated to cleaning duty on, not even on the Nexus. He shouldn't be even allowed near the Nexus. He shouldn't be allowed near any communication terminals whatsoever. He should be on a planet. He should be on Vold mopping snow. That should be his new assignment. But
Lesson learned? Never again? Head up a salvage team. Maybe we can get some use out of that thing.
Yes, Pathfinder.
maybe not. Okay, so yeah, that is as angry as you can get. Oh my gosh. Anyway, that is Liam. That is what Liam did to earn a one-way trip out of airlock. Anyway, yeah, that is 100% pure Liam. What that is. Spender team could do that. Jal. You know what? I want to do Drax next, because I will say Drax loyalty mission is also is just about as crazy and everything going wrong at once as Liam's. The difference is it doesn't make you hate Drax. because Drac isn't the one colossally screwing up. You're having to rescue somebody else who is colossally screwing up. So we'll see how that goes. Oop, wait a minute, hold on. I'm going to scan here. No, wait, no, what? Hold on. I can go on that mission again? Huh? Interesting. I'm not going to. That might be a glitch. Interesting, though. Alright. Yeah, Drac here, we're going after the corrupt colonial affairs guy. Spender. And in the process, things go wacky. Tasks. I mean, we could do the firefighter. Actually, we honestly should do the firefighters thing, shouldn't we? We gotta do that too. We gotta do that too. Anyway, yeah, let's dock. We'll go through Nexus thing by thing by thing by thing, and then we'll do Drac's mission. That actually probably should carry us through the night, honestly. Go.
Ryder, this is Kandros. Sam warned us about Knight's attack. Unfortunately, one device triggered already. We lost a chunk of hydroponics.
Ooh. Sorry, Kandros. I had to help someone out. Where's Knight?
We're tracking her down, but those devices are still live. I need you to take care of them, quietly. We can't afford panic.
Oh.
Another cache of stolen supplies, alerting the dock manager.
Thank you for your contribution.
Wow, that is tiny. Ooh.
Son of a bitch, you played me.
Knight?
Yes, me. I let you near my son. You're not stopping this.
I can assure you, I am. Hold on. Anything up here while I'm here? Yeah. While I'm here. Then I'll go stop Knight. Then I'll go stop.
Of course, there are probably more systems to find. The scourge doesn't help.
But our mapping of Helios is complete for now. We can see how the scourge... My model of Helios blossoms with data thanks to you. Here, please. You have earned this.
Cool. What? All right, let's go check on Spender, and then we'll go wrap up with figure out how to stop Knight. And then everything else. We have more stuff to do here on the Nexus. Well, we're here. Just so happens that everyone important lives in one little apartment
Negative,
block.
Pathfinder. The vicinity is clear of all personnel.
Which is really a little bit of a
blank spot in your vicinity, Pathfinder.
What do you mean?
I cannot see part of the room, for lack of a better term.
Cool. We gotta fight
it. Is that what I think it is?
That model ship was declared missing from inventory 6 months ago. Pathfinder, are you putting the box back?
Nope.
Finders keepers.
Stealing stolen property is not theft. Therefore, appropriating government property is perfectly licit and is basically just homesteading. Director Tan, I'm writing to request an official review of Nakmor Cash's suitability as Nexus Superintendent. The Krogan indeed helped suppress the mutiny by those we now dub exiles. However, given the Krogan's conduct during the uprising, the decision to leave Nexus after their requests for more authority were denied, it's not hard to see Cash's current position as conflict of interest. I understand it may be politically beneficial, blah, 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 blah. It's a power play. Because of course it is. Colony name, New Tuchanka, 700 plus. Nakmor Morta leader, Jogel Strux. Nakmor Drak, freelancer. Colony is thriving by Krogan standards, they're storing water and have enough to be self-sufficient. They have time for entertainment, fighting pit, distillery, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so even a greenhouse, where they appear to be growing plants in an attempt to sustain colony long-term. This is spearheaded by a botanist named Vorn. That's important. That will be important in a moment. Krogan built their colony into the side of a sinkhole. Some construction materials were apparently taken from the Nexus, blah, blah, blah. Vorn is important. Terminal. Advice for aspiring community leader. Sal, I appreciate you taking the time to reach out to me. I'm always happy to give junior colonists interested in give advice to junior colonists interested in the future in politics. My advice is my father's. Just before I shipped off to Andromeda, he said, always help the little guy, but also help anyone with their boot on that little guy's neck. To get where I am, you have to try to please everyone. This will ensure you'll always be right with someone. Ender, of course. Of course, he's basically a community organizer. He's very Alinsky-eyed, this guy. Air filters. Jason denied a request for air filters? It's getting ridiculous. Yeah? Come see me. We need to talk. Paper trail. Someone's so paranoid, it's funny that you'd title your email Paper Trail and sign it with your own name. Why not just evidence? Of course, I've held on to proof of our agreement. You're an exile, aren't you? I need some leverage for when you finally decide to turn on me. No one's finding anything. I doubt anyone even cares to look. Audio logs.
How to rise through the ranks and the path to quick promotions. Rebreather components, power cells, dried food.
Scanning the labels, many of these boxes were reported missing.
Well, that should be evidence enough that it's in his room. Yeah.
What do we have?
Meeting notes for Director Tan. Engineering has requested resources we don't have yet again. In particular, repairs to non-essential systems. I'm having doubts in Kesh's ability to prioritize tasks appropriately.
The datapad is password locked. Shall I run a decryption?
Do it.
Seems worth the risk. Do it.
Accessing audio logs.
Play the first one.
Tan is starting to get along with Vetra's replacement a little too well. Better do something about it.
Vetra's replacement?
Play the second one.
Remind Addison that the Krogan all left. Keep her unhappy.
Why did you need to write that down?
Play the third one.
Stay away from what's-his-face in charge of the first colony. If he thought I was messing with Addison, he could be serious trouble.
Bradley, huh? Okay.
Thanks, Sam.
Nothing there useful in the slightest.
Kesh, I'm not sure what we can do here. We've got the system stabilized for now, but we're going to need to reroute power soon. We could lose some stasis pods if we don't.
Oof.
Perhaps you should look under or behind the furnishings, Pathfinder.
What's this?
I cannot scan what you're holding, Pathfinder. It's somehow blocking me, as a scrambler might.
Sounds like a job for a comms expert.
Yes, it does. Alright, let's head out of here. Deal with Knight's shenanigans. Shenanigans is not an appropriate word for terrorism, is it? No, not really.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible.
DNA donations is such a weird concept. Why? Why would you need that?
I know my rights.
When will you remain silent?
When do I get my lawyer?
Haven't thought out many lawyers yet. There's probably a joke in there somewhere.
You think martial law is funny?
There it is.
Ryder, please. The Nexus doesn't need those computers.
Yes, it
From
does.
another overlord until they're gone.
You don't know that.
Insane?
Yes, I do. I sacrificed everything to stop it.
I can't believe it. You're free. Oh, Pathfinder, we have you to thank.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing, Ryder.
Make sure you control yourself better in the future, Nilken.
What? What does he mean by that, love?
I'll tell you later. Let's just get home.
That was not a nice thing to say at all.
All personnel be advised, Turian colonists are incoming.
Ryder, we cornered Knight, but she's carrying the last of those devices. I have a sniper ready, but she wants to speak to you. We could end this peacefully.
Pathfinder, what can I do for you? I'm about to ask something, and I need you to just smile and look casual. Smiling and looking casual. Check. I found this
You're not
thing
actually smiling,
somewhere
but
on
that's
station.
not your fault.
I need to know what it does exactly. Sure, I could... Wait. This is a scrambler unit. These things are illegal. Where did you get this? I've been investigating Spender. Found it in his quarters.
I knew something was up with him. Such an asshole. I hope you fry him.
Help me do it?
You bet. You could hack through every security wall we have of this thing. There's a reason they're illegal? Sorry, smiling, casual.
Let me know when you're done.
Yes, sir.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
New email. All right. To Drac.
Please report to the commons area. An embassy has been established by...
Okay, let's go confront Knight before we go.
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
Why do we need a unified curriculum? That seems insane. I mean, I don't know. It's the...
I talk to my family every day.
I guess it's an...
They can't believe half of what I tell them.
Oh, cool. Welcome. Glad you're here. Yeah, that seems like a weird instinct from like modern American public schooling, which should not exist this many hundred years later.
Candros reports the sniper is ready.
Good
Understood,
news.
Sam.
Sam. Such a human name. No one ever listens. Your father built his human AI implant. Overlord went on despite my...
You're trying to bury something, and I think that's what this is really about.
I thought Overlord might help my son. They made him a candidate for their butchery, so I sabotaged it. I faked rogue code and ripped him out. Alain was hurt terribly, but he was alive and himself, not a... First Overlord, then Sam. Horrors, forced on children. It has to end, even if I must do the unforgivable.
Dad created Sam to help my mother survive a terminal illness.
Many terrible things come from good intentions. I should know.
Sam and I helped Alain together. He's going to be all right.
No, the code I made, no one could fix it.
Sam did. Stand down and you can ask Alain yourself.
Here. The last device.
Thank you.
No matter what sentence they give me, I hope Alain will forgive me someday. If Sam really is what you say, perhaps it can forgive me too.
Well, Sam?
Please report any
Do you?
suspicious activity to the nearest security representative.
I mean, we've already kind of discussed her. She is a well-intentioned extremist sort of person. She despises AI because of legitimate fears based on something that happened to her and her son. I get it. It makes sense. Her fears are understandable, and we've been encountering that sort of thing even in our present day. Obviously, not nearly to the same degree. We don't have anything like strong, true AI. What we realistically have is things like our ChatGPT kind of user interface AIs, what we call artificial intelligence. Language models, that kind of thing.
Said he wants to talk to you.
I know he does. Those are effectively just, in Mass Effect terms, they are not terribly sophisticated virtual intelligence user interfaces. That's really all we got. From Anonymous. I'm the one who is storing supplies around the Nexus for delivery to Kadara. They were intended for hard-working and downtrodden exiles just trying to survive. The initiative cast them out, with almost no regard for their future. Whole families, many of whom were only barely implicated in the revolts, are left, because they couldn't bear to separate their from loved ones. I was able to make several deliveries before you took it upon yourself to shut down the pipeline, enough to buy them some time and hopefully get them back on their feet. I left my post on Nexus and joined these disenfranchised people. I want you to know that this was done out of concern and caring, not avarice or greed. Please, don't take it out on the people of Kadara. Good luck to you. Can I... like... I don't want to say help, but is there anything that I could do about that? That is, like... to stop the thefts, but also to try and maybe reintegrate some of these people into Initiative Society?
You wanted to talk?
I would hope.
Ryder, I need your help with something.
I get a feeling this is something big.
Yeah, it is. One of our botanists, Hart, called up in a panic. A colony transport has been stolen.
Different
It's a transport. Can't you just replace it?
It's not the transport. It's what's on it. Our seed vault. One of a kind. Without that vault, things get complicated. Krogan children need the nutrients in those plants to survive. Even one clutch of babies hatch before we get the stuff synthesized. The effects would be permanent.
So what do you need from me?
I'm gonna find those thieves and get the vault back. Be nice to have you along.
Sure.
Aren't the transports protected by passcodes? And how do you steal anything from a Krogan?
First thing Hart checked. Looks like some old authorization codes weren't erased. He was working in the transport and stepped out for 2 seconds. The thieves walked right in and flew off.
Of course I'm in. Whatever you need.
I knew I could count on you. Hark's waiting for us at the colony on Eladon. He's tracking down the transport beacon. He'll have the location ready for us on arrival.
Good.
It definitely sounds
We'll
like a
find the
spender
transport
thing.
track.
It could also,
Don't
as well, just
I'll
for more
hold you to
context.
that, Ryder.
I actually forget all of the motivations behind this.
Thanks. I owe you one.
Don't be silly. That's what friends are for.
Alright, let's go for it. But yeah, it's... It seems like one of those things where it could be that Spender's basically just doing this out of spite. Just because he has it out against... Is that the turn of phrase? Because he doesn't like the Krogan and their independent colony. He wants to put a stop to them. That could be it. Could genuinely be his reasoning. Like I said, I don't actually remember the motivation behind this too well. It's been a while since I played this game. I think the last time I didn't pay too much attention to this quest, frankly. So, it is a good one. Honestly, it's pretty good. I remember the character interactions more than the actual like quest stuff, because it involves some of Drack's old not rivalries, but some issues Drack has with another Krogan. Oh. How did I never realize there were other moons around this planet? Alright. Let's land. Let's bring Drack and Cora. And let's go Midas Touch. Anything else? Anything to change? Now we're good. Good loadout. Good everything else. All set.
Pathfinder, this site could support an initiative out.
We made an outpost, Sam. What are you talking about? Also, we're still in orbit. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, that was close. Gonna go the more direct way, huh? Alright. Head out of the greenhouses. Is it this way, or have to go in that way, don't I? Yeah, I have to go in this way. Okay. Anyway, so on the subject of Liam, his biggest problem is that he wants to act unilaterally. He's got this absolute need to act unilaterally rather than to coordinate efforts. Basically, everything that he's done that's caused trouble so far has been, hey, I want to try doing this thing. He doesn't really tell anybody about it, and he doesn't run it by anybody. He doesn't try and get support in doing so. He is used to... This actually makes sense for his character, because he's a crisis response specialist, which that is the sort of thing where you act before thinking. Or at least you could, reasonably enough, act before thinking. And it can actually pay off in a circumstance like that. But in a circumstance like this, when we have to think about the very, very long-term consequences of every single thing that we do, because we're the forefront of this colonization initiative, that is a terrible, terrible way of handling things.
Drack, sir, you're here. Settle down a second, Hark.
Sir.
Sorry, this is just more excitement than I'm used to. I tracked the stolen transport to one of Eladon's moons. You need to take your ship. Nothing we've got has stealth.
How did they steal the transport?
I had the security system off while I was transferring a new sample and, well...
Off?
They snuck in from the far side. Morda thinks Vorn took transport for a sample run. I didn't tell her otherwise.
If she finds out what really happened, she'll fry your quads over a low fire.
I know. Thank you so much for helping me.
Do this.
Let's go.
My coordinates should drop you just close enough to sneak in.
What are we walking into?
A group of Nexus exiles. They're hiding out in an old complex up there.
Nexus exiles.
Is there a complex
Friends
on
of
one of
yours,
these moons?
Drac?
We made a lot of friends during the mutiny. Guess we'll find out.
Okay. Yeah, no, we're good. Keep our loadout.
Let's keep our visit a surprise as long as possible.
Until we shoot them all, right, Ryder?
Yes, Drac. Until we shoot them all.
Mm-hmm. Let's go do that, shall we? It's raining here!
This place is a dump.
Shoddy security.
These should be
But
embarrassed.
it's
They
raining.
don't even have a lookout on the back door.
Most people wouldn't complain.
Be nice to have some kind of challenge. It's the least they could do, making us come all the way out here to kick their sorry asses.
Over there. Guessing that's the colony's transport?
Yeah,
Pretty big ship.
That's it. The seed vault better still be on board.
And if it's not?
I tear this place and everyone in it apart until we find it.
Okay.
That's a plan.
It's a good plan. I like it. Simple.
This place is a dump.
Told you so.
Intruders,
These guys
where?
are barely worth the ammo.
Let's see them. I don't see them. That didn't work.
You shouldn't have checked our transport. I've had better fights in my sleep.
Shield They're probably just warming up.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
will they get it together before I die of boredom?
All right.
This place really is falling apart.
So long as it doesn't fall apart while we're in it.
I mean, that's fine, but like, Yeah, fine, it's falling apart, but seriously, it's got rain. This planet exists, and there are people trying to make a living on Eladon, the next moon over? Why? Like, why?
Yeah, this place was a major operation back in the day. Looks like it's been out of commission in a long time now.
Is this water rain? And what day? Back in what day? Was this Angaran? The world building here is utterly baffling.
What up? Sam, can you clear up that comm signal?
I will attempt to do so.
Oh, there's a lot of them. Okay.
Aron, we got a problem. Get it together.
Here I am. Problem.
Wait, did I hear a roll?
Yeah. You think Spender's involved?
It'd explain how they got the codes to the transport. Aron, we're gonna have a friendly little chat, you and I.
Yeah, run away. Good move.
Looks like someone's holding a grudge.
I'll teach him a thing or two about how to hold it.
Okay. Oop. Damn. There we go.
About time they got organized.
You get way too happy when people shoot at you.
Oh, jeez.
Giving shield assist.
A lot of interference down here.
Find your quads yet? How about you learn to aim first? You could do better than that.
Shield. Giving shield assist.
Okay.
This is just sad. You have no idea what you're in for.
They're getting better. They're at this.
Says you.
Insufficient power. Can't just shoot it? I guess I can't just shoot it. Okay, fine. Alternate access required for that, huh? I can do this. And then that.
Hey, Drac. Why didn't you stay with the Krogan colony?
Kept tripping over. The young ones asking for more war stories. Morta had things in hand. Didn't need a relic like me around, so I set out to hunt Ken.
I mean, look, if this rain isn't water, then maybe it makes a tiny bit of sense. Like if this is like ammonia rain or something ridiculous. But then, realistically, why would we not have helmets on? We should have helmets on. Like if we're gonna be, if this is if this is hazardous rain, we would be in armor and vac suits.
That seed vault better be intact when we find
Man,
it.
I don't understand it, man. It doesn't make sense. Nobody there yet.
Ore refinery. Been centuries since I've seen anything like this.
I've never seen a refinery like this.
Stop hiding and fight, you quadless bastards!
Bolstering all shields.
Now it's getting good.
Someone's on the emergency comms.
Let's worry about it when we're not being shot at. Over there. I see a path on the other side. Maybe if we move this, we can get through.
Come on, Drac muscles, let's do it. I mean, I could use biotics to make it lighter, and then you can do that, but whatever. That's fine.
They're falling back to the building.
Like that's gonna help. Hello? Can you hear me out there?
Oh, here we go.
I know that voice. It's our botanist, Vorn. Pathfinder, Drac, it's you. No wonder the pirates said they need reinforcements.
Why are you here?
I was on the ship doing inventory when the pirates stole it. It happened so fast I couldn't warn anyone.
Right, quit messing around and get down here.
I would, but I had to lock myself in one of the containers to keep them away. Pretty sure they want me dead right now.
Of course they're warming up for liftoff. We don't have time for this.
Good old BioWare disgusted noise.
We can't let them get away. Colony's doomed without the vault on that transport.
They're hunkering down over there.
Transport or Vorn. We've got to make a move here.
Oh. Ah!
You know what the colony needs. Just point us in the right direction, and we'll get things done.
We need the seed vault, but it's useless without the kid.
Then we go get him.
Vorn, we're headed your way.
I like how it's a hard dilemma choice. Because, I mean, this is the kind of hard choice that, of course he walks away from the explosion. This is the kind of hard choice that, be in contact with Access Team. This is the kind of hard choice that a previous kind of loyalty mission from a previous game would have made you make.
Pathfinder, if you don't make it,
which is pretty cool.
Would you give Kesh our love, please? Don't be stupid. Of course we'll make it in. Wait, what did you just say? I said love, didn't I? I'm gonna rescue him, and then I'm gonna kill him.
Oh, wonderful. Whoa, that was close. Anyway, I really like that they put that decision to a supporting character. You know, the one whose mission this is.
Vorn signal is closer.
I really like that it is one of those hard decisions that actually goes to Drac. Because, I mean, it is Drac's loyalty mission. It's his mission. We're just here helping. So, Ryder deferring to Drac actually makes a lot of sense. It makes way more sense than Ryder making the tough call and Drac just going, "Oh, I hope you're right, Ryder," or whatever he would say. You know?
Before they went in and started courting. They didn't just hop into things without the proper clan traditions. Kids these days. No damn manners.
Anything I missed? I don't think so. This is fine.
Tyrone! Get over here so we can talk.
I don't think so, Krogan. Stealing a transport was just step one. We're gonna destroy everything you care about.
There's only one
So it
thing
is
getting destroyed here today.
pure hostility.
And that's you. And this place. And also your boss. And probably your entire crew. So a lot of things are getting destroyed here, actually. And all of them are yours.
Oh my god. Rack.
We find Vorn, then the transport, then I deal with the Rome.
You never mentioned Vorn before.
Clan botanist. Kid's real good at making things grow. But he has no survival instincts at all. Miracle he made it to adulthood.
Useless! 25,000 credits!
Vorn, update. They're just shooting at the door. So far, it's not doing much.
You're shooting at the door. Really?
Hold them here just a bit longer.
No! You're not going to do that. It's going to go really poorly for you.
Vorn's comm signal is up there.
I'm in the container on the right.
Really?
Over here.
I'm in here. Door's jammed.
Alright, let's open her up.
Hi, guys.
Oh, no.
Let's go.
See, this is exactly how to do it. You're not very smart.
Watch out!
Jeez. You're not very smart, but overly heroic guy who causes all of the problems is the one you're here to rescue, not the squad mate that you actually have to deal with and actually have to rely upon. This is very, very similar to Liam's loyalty mission, just done much better from a character design standpoint.
That could have gotten you killed.
It was a reflex, but it's okay. I'm fine.
What were you thinking? Why would you do something like that?
He was going to shoot you.
The colony can survive just fine without me. But without you and what's in your full head, there's no future for our people.
You're always talking like you're expendable, but you're not. We need you. You're not just some old soldier. We know what we lost because you lived it. I need to get some stuff before we go. You talk to him.
I really like this about Drac. Drac is a really cool character, and I like when he actually gets to shine and isn't just the gruff, angry guy. When he in situations like this, when he actually gets to show how he feels about himself, how he sees his relationship with the Krogan and with the colony, we actually see a really well-developed character here. He, like Vorn said, he sees himself as expendable. But beyond that, he's an old man waiting to die, who sees himself as having outlived his usefulness. And he's looking for that opportunity to pass the torch to the next generation. And he thinks that involves dying for something. And it probably does, ultimately. But it needn't right now. And he sees himself as a sort of relic of the past. But also, there is this other element that kind of relic of the past that he represents is an important educational tool, an important symbol for the rest of the Krogan. And basically, he is a teacher. He should be in basically a training and educational role, but that would be in a functioning society, and the Krogan don't have one of those. Right? He finds himself as the aging warrior who, having lost his edge, is past his prime, past his usefulness, and he's just sort of waiting to die. His psychology in having to do with all of this is really well written, and it's very subtle. It's much more subtle than most of the companions in this game, where Cora is just constantly talking about how she's an Asari commando who doesn't fit in with anybody, or how Liam is a fuck up who's constantly making fast decisions that make no goddamn sense, and PB is a manic pixie dream girl, and etc. Right? The only other really subtle character writing is Jal. Even Vetra, while it's well written and it's good, is very upfront about I had to be my little sister's parent kind of thing. It's very upfront and very straightforward. Jal is the only other one with any real subtlety to his character writing. But Drac is really good. Drac is actually really well written, unlike unlike some of the other companions in this game, like I said, and he's quite tolerable. He's actually good. Honestly, he matches up. He kind of he stands up in terms of character writing with the companions, with a lot of the companions from the trilogy, which is really saying something, given that he got one game, and that one game was not the best, let's say. Like I said, still very good by most game standards, but not up to the standard of the trilogy, at least not yet. But he has the same kind of, not exactly the same story, obviously, but a story as interesting as Rex when we first meet him, at least in Mass Effect 1. He gets much more now. Rex gets much more interesting when he basically becomes the leader of the Krogan people in 2 and 3, but that's later on. That's not really a fair comparison, I don't think. And he's also, like I said, I think he's probably at least as interesting a character as Grunt, particularly in 2. Grunt developed more into 3, not too much, not as much as Rex does, but he still developed more into 3. And again, that's looking at one game at a time. Drax stands up with the other Krogan squad mates, honestly. I would have loved to have seen where he goes, where a lot of these characters go, but Drax is one of the ones that I really wanted to see. And who knows, maybe they will eventually continue Andromeda. It'd be cool. It'd be neat if they somehow managed to connect the two settings in the next game. That's like I've talked about before. That's kind of the rumor. Who knows? Maybe that'd be neat. Might be very difficult, but it would be pretty cool. But yeah, it's one of those. Drac is one of those parts of Mass Effect Andromeda that I think would have been benefited greatly from a continuing story.
You do tend to get a little reckless in combat when things get personal.
I won't let anything happen to my clan, Ryder.
You won't be much good to them if you're dead.
Quads, not you too. We don't have time for this. We have a transport to get.
Potatoes.
I'm ready to go.
You stay right here. I'm not telling Kesh you died like an idiot. Yeah, this'll do. Incoming! Hi.
Drac, the seed bolt is still on the transport.
Run away!
Before they caught me.
Good thinking with all locks, Warren.
Thank you, sir.
Don't get too cocky. You still got caught.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Too far.
More incoming!
$30,000 credits. The bounty is now at 30,000 credits. 40,000. Seriously, please.
Oh, I love the desperation.
Why aren't they dead yet?
Aron's starting to sweat.
Yeah,
oh,
well, it
yeah.
sucks to be him right now.
Looks like a mech suit.
Not gonna be much use to anyone in that condition.
Oh, that's all. Just a scan.
There's the transport. Bourne, override the controls and keep the docking clamps shut. We'll cover you.
Good move. Good move. Good move.
Never mind the bounty, just kill them all!
Good luck. Hey there.
Hard to get a good shot in this rain.
Transport's still there?
For now.
I think they're letting up.
Better we kill them all.
Yeah.
Looks like we spoke too soon.
Finally, something I can sink my rounds into.
Oh, that does not work at all.
Looks like every pirate brought their friends.
Where?
Guess they weren't all broken.
They will be soon. Where were they hiding you? One down.
Bring it. There he is. Come on, shoot me. There you go.
Bolstering all shields.
Now it's Jerome's turn. Over
That's
here,
good.
guys.
That was good.
So what now?
We find Jerome.
And Spender? Maybe? Kroganhammer. Okay.
Looks like we're done here.
I do like the X5 Ghost. It's just that the increasing accuracy as you fire thing is kind of silly.
Don't move.
You,
I'm taking this transport.
Arone, you don't know what you're doing.
I know exactly what I'm doing, Pathfinder. Don't you worry.
I'm not the one you need to worry about right now.
Why is Vorn...
I'll just wait. Oh my god.
Oh my god, why? Well...
Wait. Don't come any closer. It'll affect anyone who isn't Krogan. It's pretty strong stuff.
Time to take out the trash.
Knocked him the hell out. Nicely done.
My first live specimen test. Doesn't last long, but it sure works fast.
I'm assuming that has some of the same base components as Ring Call.
You wouldn't dare! You're just bluffing!
Did you really just say that?
No, wait! No, don't let me go!
We need to know what Spender's up to. Besides, there's gotta be a line somewhere.
Figured you'd say that. Fine. Take him back to the Nexus it is. It's still not nearly as fun as dropping him.
I'll take your word for it.
I'll tell you everything I know.
Really?
Shut up, you quadless little shit. We're letting you live. For now. Let's get this transport back to where it belongs.
He's gonna turn over on Spender, that's good.
You're not expendable, Drac.
We are not having this conversation.
I don't know. No harm hearing him out.
I hate you all. Let me be old and cranky in peace already. Thanks for helping me get the colony transport back, Ryder. Of all the stupid things.
That's life on the frontier for you.
You should have just let me kill Arone. Would have been simpler, safer.
He's more useful
but...
alive than dead.
Makes sense, I suppose. I can still kill him later.
That's true too.
I can't wait to nail Spender to the wall.
Sooner or later, we'll take him down. Just like Arone.
Hopefully sooner. I have plans for him. Oh,
is it nailing him to the wall,
Ryder,
literally?
You've been around me long enough to realize this. The fact is, I'm a relic, a symbol of the past, when Krogan were bent on destroying themselves. Fighting, killing, it's all I know. For my clan, for Kesh to have a real future, maybe it's best I'm not part of it.
Fighting is pretty useful out here, in case you hadn't noticed.
So, the old man still has some use, you think? Just remember who you're encouraging.
Nice ship. Nice, quite large transport ship, too. Alright. Well, there's that. What else we got? Return to Nexus Control. Gotta meet PB at the bar. VidCon on the Tempest, which we'll do that next. We'll do these two next time. PB and Jean. Those also make a nice pair. They make a nice pair. A lot like Jal, or not Jal. Like Liam and Drac. Make a good pair of missions. Both of them are about settling old grudges. One of them by an almost absurdly immature character, that being PB, and the other being with an otherwise quite mature character who has a serious problem with one specific personal connection, that being his connection with not Ephra. It's the Rokar leader's name. It's gonna bug me. We just talked to him. Not an hour ago. Aksul, that's it. They have a history together. They've got a past. They were both the Mosha's students. They were both members of the Resistance, but they went in radically different directions. One extremely pro-alien, the other extremely anti-alien.
Pathfinder, you have new email.
Cool. No, I don't. You're lying to me. Oh. Hey, drinks. Now we got that transport back, maybe it's time to take a load off. Swing by Krala's Song next time we're in Kadaraport. Bartender's getting to be a friend of mine. Should mix you up something that'll strip paint. Okay, so yeah, now we have to meet 2 people in Kadaraport. Let's go to Nexus. Nexus Control. Hi, Sierra. Hi, welcome. This is actually not... I don't have too much left to do tonight. We're going back to the Nexus to wrap some things up. And then, I'm going to call it a night. And then we'll be back right here for those next 2 loyalty missions and whatever else we have time for next Monday. Also, keep in mind, we are coming back to Kingdom Come Deliverance on Wednesday. Finally. It feels like it's been forever, but it's been a week and a half. Going back to putting things up in the monastery. It'll be Wednesday. I know I keep saying this, but I now have 3 videos planned. 4 videos planned that I need to have. I'm hoping to have out in the next few weeks. 1 on Star Trek, 2 on Star Wars, and 1 on Plato. Maybe even 2 on Plato. So it might be 5. The next few weeks worth of videos as I get them out and as I get them recorded. I've been rather busy. It's springtime is my kids' birthday season. I've got my 3 kids have birthdays in March, April, and May. And so now that that's done with, and we're moving on through the year into the summer. I've got a little bit less of that on the plate, as well as the end of the semester. Given that I'm actually a professor, the end of the semester tends to be rather hectic as well. And by rather hectic, I mean unbelievably hectic as well. That is my absolute busiest time of the year. The end of each semester, just because I have a ton of grading to keep up with, to catch up with, and all that.
I've decrypted the scrambler you found. Sending you the information now.
Good job. Pathfinder out. Sam?
Received, Pathfinder. The scrambler contains all the evidence necessary to incriminate Spender.
Alright. Go to Ops.
A violent illness related
Take
to
care of this.
cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 has authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is HNS.
I mean, there was your mistake, bringing stuff back from Habitat 7. That place was a mess. Alright. I armed you. Gave Calyx the chance he needed to take down Tan. What have you done for me? A Tau. Covered tracks. You made Calyx think you were with us. You were the one who woke up Morda. We both know you were hedging your bets, making sure we saw you as an ally if we actually did take the Nexus. Didn't choose to wake up Morda. They made me. Hey, Tau. If I went to your boss with what I've seen, you'd be out of a job. Hell, you'd be in jail. Or out here with us. This is blackmail then. Smart. You'll get your supplies, Aron. Oh, that's Aron. Okay. Just know I'm saving this conversation. So am I. Alright, fine.
Drac will want to see this.
Where is he? He's in with his granddaughter, I see. Of course he is. Good place to be.
Thank you for the Kadaran ale.
I'm worried about this place if the Ket find you.
Then we defend the station. It's all we can do here. You just keep the Pathfinder safe and the Ket busy. And be careful out there. I only have one of you.
Mm-hmm. At least tell me that this station has weapons and defenses. Please?
We've got
tell me
everything
that.
we need on Spender.
I've been waiting for this moment for nearly a year. Ready?
Do it.
Let's go confront Spender.
Be nice to bring his head back to Morda on a pike, you know, as a gift.
I'm seriously tempted to let you do that.
You
think
better
about it.
not be joking, because I absolutely will.
I'm thinking about it. Okay, maybe.
I didn't have a choice. Aron said they'd kill me.
You helped the mutineers, Spender. That was a choice right there.
All you had to do was ask for help. Instead, you put everyone else at risk to save yourself.
Please, incriminate yourself further. Tell us everything they made you do.
What do you know, Pathfinder? You weren't there during the mutiny.
You're done now, buddy, and with any luck, they'll give you to me.
Everything the Pathfinder's saying is true. Here's the proof.
A scrambler packed with logs and credit transfers to exiles.
This has been going on since the mutiny. He's been altering files, stealing supplies, communicating with them.
We have a confession from Aron, one of the exiles.
Aron. On the record this time.
We've been working with Spender since the mutiny. He armed us. And now he keeps us supplied. As long as we keep heat on the Krogan. I don't know why he hates them. But he really hates them.
Okay, yeah,
I
that
can't
makes
even
sense.
begin to fathom the damage he's responsible for.
Like your hands are clean, Kandros? We all wanted the Krogan gone. I just made it easier. The exiles think I work for them, just like you think I work for you. That's what real politics looks like.
Right
Alinsky,
under our noses.
once again.
God damn it, Spender!
Once again, this is very Alinskyite tactics. It's a divide and conquer kind of tactic. This is very community organizer-esque. It's also once again, in the sense of it being community organizer-esque, it has a scapegoat group, that being the Krogan, because he wanted to get rid of them because they were a threat mostly to his power base, but also they provide a wonderful scapegoat. They provide a target. They provide a potential sparring partner, let's say, for the exiles and for the Nexus, and all sort of for each other. So he's playing these sort of three factions against each other in a triangle. All of which is making everybody worse off, but that's kind of the whole point of this kind of political tactic, is to make everybody the worse off, but to enrich yourself in the process. Because, of course, you would enrich yourself in the process. Why would you not do that? Oh, wait, well, because it's gratuitously and grossly unethical. It's the violation of the purpose to which you have committed yourself in taking on a role like this. The purpose of taking on a role like this is to keep the colonies moving and keep things advancing and keep things supplied well. And by acting contrary to that, what you're doing is you're abusing your position. And I mean that in a very precise, very technical sense. That an abuse, in other words, an inversion of the natural and proper end of something. You take on a position, you take on certain commitments, and when you not just violate those commitments by not fulfilling them, but by using the position that you obtained to act contrary to and to undermine, to invert the ends of those commitments, you are necessarily doing something grossly wrong in multiple ways, not just by failing to help people, and not just by stealing, and not just by hurting the people that he hurt, but also by doing so under the aegis of an attempt to benefit people and to protect people. And so again, it's a kind of not just a violation of one's oath, but an inversion of one's oath. Swearing to uphold something, and then in one's capacity of trying to uphold it, undermining it. It's again, if you look at most you look at most ethical violations, the worst of them is a kind of inversion of some kind of duty. It's not just a neglect of duty. It's not just a harm done. It is a kind of inversion of what ought to be done.
The Krogan left. Spender played both sides just to get a promotion. You couldn't have seen that coming.
No. No, I was given ample reasons to suspect something. I just chose not to. You brought it to me, Pathfinder. I should have acted then, but Tan wouldn't shut up about the Krogan.
You're getting
I'm
a
glad
chance
you're taking
to
some
fix this now.
responsibility.
Let's start with taking our side when my clan tries to negotiate a better deal with Tan. You need us, and frankly, we need you.
You're right. I'll back you up. We'll do it right this time.
Excellent.
So, what about him?
Don't exile him. That just puts him in the pocket of everybody he's been working with.
Lock him up. He won't be the last, but he'll make a fine example.
You're just gonna throw me in a cell?
Yeah.
Could be worse. We could throw you off the station. Think about that for a moment.
He's way too dangerous to be out there because of the connections that he has.
Thanks, Ryder. You have no idea how glad I am this business is settled.
Please report to the commons area.
Okay, that's about all the time we've got, really. We got 10 minutes left, but there isn't really much we can get done in those 10 minutes. Aside from, I guess, settling some things off, which I guess we won't do. But otherwise, that's about it. This isn't... Where can I sell things? Here? Oh, is there? There's not a shop on this level, is there? Not at all. Okay, that's annoying. Maybe I'll do it between streams. Probably not. We'll see. Maybe we'll do that at some point.
What's up?
Never mind.
Talk
Anyway.
to you later, Davis.
Yeah,
I'll be here.
that is, like I said, about all the time we got. So I think we'll wrap it here. And like I said, next time we'll do PB's loyalty mission. We'll do Jaw's loyalty mission. We'll compare and contrast those like we did between Liam's and Drax this time. Because again, I think one of the characters is very well written. Jal's one of the best written characters in this game, and PB is one of the worst written characters BioWare has ever created. She's like a distilled refinement of everything that made Sarah annoying in Dragon Age Inquisition. However, like I said, she turns into a great character if you romance her. She actually has an arc, which is insane. It's bizarre. Who would have ever thought? That said, that is poor writing. That is the only way to actually complete a character arc. But what are you gonna do? And her mission is also almost about as mutinous and vaguely treasonous as Liam's was. So we'll get to have a lot of fun there and get to be just as frustrated by that. Anyway, that's all we got time for tonight. So thank you all so much for joining me. I hope you had a good time. I certainly enjoyed this, as irritatingly frustrating as Liam and his crazy ideas are. I at least got to laugh at it. And I also have to say, damn good level design. The whole inversion thing. Anyway, thank you all one more time for joining me. Be sure to join me again on Wednesday for more Kingdom Come Deliverance. We're going to be continuing through the monastery. We might actually wrap it up and finish it next session. We'll see. And then right back here next Monday for more not Dragon Age. Just talking about Sarah. For more Mass Effect Andromeda. So, with that, I will leave you all for the night. Thank you all one more time. And remember, don't be safe, be well, and more importantly, good. Good night, everyone.